We're going to have to move a little bit, I think. If your mother would ever put the video up, I think you're blocked a little bit by your mother. Oh, no, I guess we can see you okay.
Yeah, if you could see the camera, the camera can see you.
Hello. He doesn't know. He just talks. It was so simple. If you could see the camera.
That's how Poppy stares at me. Like, it's so funny.
So, Isaiah, we've been talking about you because you got a big thing coming up in a month? A month? No, 2 months.
Yeah, so 2 or 3 months.
When do you actually leave?
End of August or early September.
Isaiah, when do you...
End of August, early September. We're going to visit in August, though, to make sure everything is set. I don't
But
go
your
off the
grandma's
grid.
over there.
Because what are you doing?
I'm going to Dominican Republic for a year, and hopefully, like, I'll be able to knock out some credits while I'm down there, so it's not completely unproductive. But I'll be learning Spanish, and I'm not coming back unless I'm fluent in Spanish. So
that's right.
Or maybe you meet a cute Dominican girl and just stay. Weather's better than Ohio.
Hello.
I don't know.
Life is better there.
I don't know.
So
I'm not going there for the ladies. I'm going there to learn.
For learning.
For learning.
And culture.
Yes, that's why. Like, I literally have a girlfriend the day for 2 years.
Wow, Brian.
So, how do you feel about leaving for a year? There's got to be a mixed bag of emotions, right?
I kind of didn't feel it because, like, I'm really comfortable here at home because I have a lot of friends and hangouts that I can go to weekly and stuff. But I heard that there was a swim team that I can swim for there, and now I'm kind of excited to go down there.
Well, and that's a good way to connect to people right away.
Yeah.
Just to have a thing to do, right?
Because, like, swimming is something I understand. Like, being somewhere foreign, and, like, everything's different. Like, I'm in the water every day in the morning and every like, just 2 hours a day every day. So, like, at least I'll have that, like, that comfort zone, you know? It'll be like a home away from home, basically. You know what I mean?
Now, you visited DR before, right? A couple times?
Once.
No. Once?
Yes.
How long ago was that?
Like, when I was 10, I think.
Okay. So,
8 years ago.
What are you most excited about setting out of the country for
Okay, so there was this candy there that I really liked. Then there was this cake. There was a pineapple cake. It was so good.
You got to FaceTime your mom all the time. Be like, hey, Mom, what's up?
Yo, for real.
She'd be like, what you eating? Your favorite cake?
And not gonna lie, I kind of want to go to a dance party. Like, I kind of want to go down there and just, like...
Be like, Mom, what's up? DR dance party. What are you doing? Talking to Brian?
Matthias is on. He says, good morning, Daddy. This is Matthias.
Hi, Matthias. Hey, buddy. You're hanging out with Grandma today. Good to see you. Someday you'll be big like Isaiah.
Yes.
I'm not saying you're big. You know.
You can be like, dang, my son's leaving to college.
Well, there's got to be, I mean, there's always like a excitement / nervousness. I remember going to college even only 2 hours away, and I was like, I'm super excited, but I'm like scared to death.
I'm not too nervous. I'm an extrovert, so I'm like, I'm either all the way in or not really. Like, they could tell when we were talking about the Dominican Republic, it took me a long time to get warmed up to it, because I'm like, I kind of like where I'm at.
So, like, you're going to be, like, 3 days before you're leaving, you're going to be like, it's cool, no problem. Leave the country for a year.
I feel like when I get there, that's when it's going to hit me. I'm like, wow, like, I'm kind of away. But I don't, like, tend to show it, because I'm more of, like, I want to be really independent, and I want to grab it by the neck and just, like, control it, you know? Like, I feel like going there scared and uncertain is what's going to get me hurt. You know what I mean? If you go down there and you feel like you go down there with confidence and you kind of, like, navigate smart and do what you got to do, because at the end of the day, it's kind of like a long vacation, basically, like, in a way. So
Between studying.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, I can't wait to study on the beach, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Isaiah, you on the beach again? Yeah, I'm studying, Mom.
Pineapple cake.
Studying.
I'm going to use the Zoom background thing to put a class. I'm like, hold on, the teacher's asking me something.
Wow. Okay.
So, you going to call your mother every day, Isaiah?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Every day?
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect every day. You're going to be busy, dude.
I don't know what I feel like I'm more uncertain of, like, what's my day-to-day going to look like, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to just go down there and just, like, sit
I can
in the
help you
house
with that. You wake up, you call your mother, say good morning, you go to class, between classes, check in with Mom, make sure she's doing okay.
Hello.
Lunchtime, you eat lunch with Mom.
Also, that's what I'm nervous about, too. What am I going to eat down there? Like,
What are you gonna
I
eat?
have to cook.
Can you help
for
him with
myself.
that? Like, wow.
I'm ready to cook for myself. But
I've been saying you've been cooking since you were 9.
I have.
So
but
what are you
like,
nervous about?
Exactly.
What are you nervous about?
I don't know the language. What if the food is poison?
Oye, el otro.
So you think they're gonna have like bread, cereal, poison, chicken, like on the shelf, and you're gonna accidentally grab the poison?
No. I'm just like, you never know what to expect. You know what I mean? Like.
So what? You don't think they got like
I
sandwiches
feel like, okay,
and
part of me,
For
I'm like,
real.
rice?
I'm really extroverted like my mom, right? And like I'm all crazy, going go out there, but then I have like the like I need to prepare kind of thing, like my dad. Sounds like I need everything to be like a certain way.
You gotta bring some recipes down there for your mom and your grandma. That's what you gotta do.
I hopefully I can learn to like cook Dominican food. That'd be tight.
Yeah.
Or just get a whole bunch of frozen Dominican food,
I'll
man.
definitely land a wife coming back. If I can learn how to cook Dominican food.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were gonna say this. You might want to get a girlfriend right away so she can cook for you. I'm just kidding.
Imagine. I was like, I'm hungry. I need help. Do you want to?
So I have a friend. We have a friend, Cisco,
Oh, yeah.
who is Puerto Rican, and whenever he goes to Puerto Rico, the older Puerto Ricans get real mad at him because his name and his look. He looks Puerto Rican, but he doesn't speak Spanish right away. Like he still struggles with the language. How do you think? How will people respond to you? Like they'll probably think you're Afro-Dominican right away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have friends that are like all my black friends here automatically know that like I'm mixed or something because of the way I look. So like I don't look like the typical like black teenager.
That's been your experience.
That's been my experience at least, you know. They could tell like from my eyes or my hair. They were like, "Oh, are you mixed with something?" And then I was telling them I'm half Dominican. And they're like,
So
"Oh,
in DR, they'll think, oh, you're one of us, but then you
right,
won't
but then
be
they'll also
speaking
be able to
English.
tell. I mean, I feel like it'll be the same. I'm 50-50, so when I go down there, they'll be like, oh, he looks like he could be Dominican, but at the same time, he looks like he's an American.
No.
Like, no? You don't think they're going to think I'm American? Done there?
They thought your dad was Dominican. They told me, because I was like, oh, no, because he doesn't look Dominican. Dominican people told me, no, you look Cuban. He looks Dominican.
Really?
I was like, what the?
I don't know, because I feel like if you're from, like, if a Dominican came down here and I just saw him, like, just walking, I would know he's Dominican. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't been in their culture. So, like, my aroma would be American. Don't you think? Because I grew up.
You do stank. I'll tell you that.
Breathe. Brown.
Oh my God.
You said you're a
I
robot.
think
You walked into that.
I think you just your nose
You're
must
talking
be
about
broke.
your swag.
Like,
and
yeah,
your,
just like my.
You don't know.
Wait,
he
he's
don't
got
know.
swag? I don't think he's got that.
How do you know? You live in Brecksville.
Thank you.
It's Isaiah from America.
Brecksville, thank you. You don't know
Hey,
nothing
everybody.
about
It's Isaiah
swag.
from America.
Oh,
Good to see you,
gosh.
Dominicans.
If you're on Facebook, make sure to subscribe and join our YouTube family. No, I meant if you're on YouTube.
We got
make
any
sure
advice showing
to
up for him?
subscribe. If you guys have any advice for Isaiah, please share it. Tammy says, sounds like a great experience. Miss Theola's here.
Aunt
Deborah's
Twee's here. Don't skip
here.
Aunt Twee. What's up, Aunt Twee?
And Deborah says, Team Jannelle. That's what I'm saying. It is all about that.
Everyone has their flaws, that's for sure.
Oh, gosh. Mike did have some advice, if I could pull it up.
You guys should talk about sports more. Because literally, the NBA Finals is happening.
Oh, look, Teddy's there. Hi, Teddy. I didn't know my son Teddy's watching, too. Hey, Teddy Bear. Love you, buddy. Miss you.
Sarah says, good for you, Isaiah. It's going to be such an awesome experience. Mike says, Isaiah, I'm praying for you for your trip to DR. I went to Mexico for the summer on an exchange program when I was 15. It was scary at first, but it will be an experience you will cherish. I went when there were no computers, no cell phones, etc.
But in the Stone Ages.
Learn the language as much as you can. Enjoy the entire experience. We love you and we'll be praying. Hi, Pamela. She says, hola. Is there anything that you fear, Isaiah? Hola, Oris. Good morning, Oris. Anything that you fear that you're nervous about?
I don't know. Socially, no. Like, I don't really have, like, any social fears. I just, like to dive in first. I think things that I would fear would probably be, like, I don't even know. Because I just feel like if you're friendly, you know, like, I don't know, like, what could go wrong?
Well,
No,
I mean,
some
let's
people
just
get
say,
intimidated. Like, dude, I'm like, I don't know the language. But you were going to say
well, I
something.
mean, what if you get invited to the wild college party? You know, you're gonna say, what are you gonna say? No,
Absolutely.
I have an appointment with my mother.
Absolutely. I will call my mom and literally tell her that I'm going to win. She was like, that's amazing.
Yeah,
So
go ahead. You know how to, I mean, you can make decisions.
Like, I feel like
See, you thought I controlled my kid.
No,
Oh,
like
do you
literally,
think-
they know. Like literally, they know what I do and where I go. A lot of it is just I was raised to like kind of know how to move with that.
you.
Like there are many.
He thought I
times,
sheltered you big time.
No, because
What? Don't put words in my mouth.
how do you
You
think?
did. You
Okay.
I never said
How
that.
do you think
Oh
it
my
would be
God.
growing up and then I go to college and I'm by myself and then I get offered like drugs or anything, you know?
Just
like,
say no.
And it's my first time. Like I've experienced that and like I've experienced peer
You
pressure.
said when we were talking about this on air, you were like, "Oh, because he's homeschooled, this must be really hard because you know he hasn't experienced." I'm like, "Dude,
No, literally-
they've experienced more than the
You're
regular
mischaracterizing
kid."
the way I said that.
Yantre.
I think that at some level it's going to be a bigger jump than a kid who had been in public school his whole life. But you've been exposed through your parents to like sports and stuff.
Yeah, and I get out a lot. Like, I'm speaking for homeschoolers in this, so I'm not speaking for myself. I feel like it sounds boastful, but it's very easy to be social if you want to be. It has nothing to do with like what school you go to because I know way more people at the school than a lot of people that go to the school now.
That's right.
And it makes them jealous in a way because like I can play off of like being new. Like I always have that new kid vibe. So like if you really play off of it, then everybody wants to like kind of talk to you.
That's right.
Then you know like then I can go to like different. I know like I have a lot of friends in Beechwood, a lot of friends in Orange. So like if you use it to like if you're not timid and you just kind of like I don't know walk with like confidence, but at the same time like you're under the Lord, so humble yourself. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta be humble and you gotta like share the light and be the light to the world. But I feel like I share the way I share my message and like and my faith is just by how I move. Like,
But you're saying you translate that to DR,
Yeah,
and
translate
it's
to the-
giving you the
exactly.
confidence where you don't have to fear.
right, and I deal with peer pressure every day. Like going to DR would be just like submerging myself inside the school culture here because it's like a whole different world for me. Like
Yeah.
because I'm homeschooled, I'm used to having to be adaptable. You know what I mean?
Sarah says, I don't know, Jannelle. I think Isaiah might be right. We can spot non-Ecuadorians easily. And it is pretty easy to even spot Ecuadorians who have lived in the U.S. They just do have a different air about them.
And she has some advice from her husband for Isaiah.
So, advice from my husband who knew almost no English when he started his master's program in the U.S. Laugh. Just laugh as you try to communicate, and people will laugh with you and help you. They will understand that you don't know the language and appreciate that you're trying. That's great advice.
It's almost like a universal cultural truth that if you at least try to communicate, people will not only drop their guard and show you they know English way better than you realize, but they'll actually be nice to you.
Yeah.
It's the rude Americans traveling the world who assumes everybody speaks English.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
We had a friend that was an exchange student from Shaker. He was swimming for us, and he was from Brazil, and he wasn't really good with his English.
Yeah.
And we like kind of embraced him because he was always like he in a way never really did anything wrong because like he was new to the language, so it was like he was so nice to the point where like you can't get mad at him because I mean you really can't like if you're new to the language you can't really like tell somebody off.
No, you can't. You
So,
can't.
like,
You can't. You're not capable.
Right, exactly. So like it was just he was such a fun person. So that's what I'm thinking. Like hopefully I want to just find at least one person that is patient that can like that wants to have fun with me and like and we could share both of our cultures and and like you know like something that's just like neutral and like pure and I don't want to beef with him. I don't have beef with anybody.
Well, and see, you can always do what your mom does. When your mom gets real mad at me, she just yells at me in Spanish.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So you just yell at people in English.
That's right.
Right.
Just go off.
But see, the thing is, like, I feel like if I'm like with some like wealthier people down there, 9 times out of 10, some of them might be bilingual.
Just use a lot of slang. They won't know what you mean.
Right. But do I want to take the chance? Imagine.
Oh.
And then word gets around and then they like.
But that's the trick. If they know English, they don't necessarily know all the slang. So you can just throw around some slang.
Yeah.
Tell them off. And they'll be like, what? You'd be like, never mind.
Right. I mean, I feel like also.
I am your friend.
One thing I am like kind of nervous about is like them maybe trying to like play games with me. Like you know, there's some mean people out there. Like you know what I mean? But like I think I just have to watch out for that. Like in a social environment, like you can kind of see if they're talking or whatever. and like you just gotta be aware and be smart. Like it's
Yeah,
like
it's
street
true.
smarts.
It's true.
You don't need to know. Their
He doesn't
language
have.
to
He doesn't
street
have
smarts.
that, so you got to slow down when you talk about
Right.
streets.
We're from like East Cleveland, bro.
He's
like,
in Broadview Heights.
Right. I'm from the Bronx to Cleveland, bro.
The Bronx of Cleveland.
In this room, who lived on the south side of Chicago for 6 or 7 years?
You
Who?
lived in the suburbs of Chicago.
Thank you.
I did not.
Like, stop.
I've taken your mom to some of the places I went, and your mom thought she was going to die at least
I
once.
bet you money in his Google searches, he was like bad areas of Chicago, and then he put it inside the GPS, and that's where he.
Tell him I'm lying. That when you were hanging out with me on the south
Why
side,
is he doing Elijah that? He's like, tell him that.
Yeah, I
I'm not
know.
lying.
at least
Not
once,
like
you thought you were going to die.
Yeah, one time I did. But you know, I'm always like that. You know, how
And you
I
were
am.
with him?
I was with
You
him.
were probably
That's
blending
what I-
more in than he was.
You know what? I was just scared because I was like, oh, Len's not here. Oh, I was like, oh,
Remember when
Lord.
it was a
All I
huge
have is
African American man
Brian.
started walking towards us, and she thought it was over. She was like trying to call Len, "I love you, baby," and I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And we talked for a minute. It was all good.
Sue says.
So
"Good morning."
she's the problem, not this one.
Sue says our firstborn went to another country for her first year. Even though she went with her best friend, she and her best friend were both homesick. Isaiah, do you think you will be homesick?
Well, see, I feel like I spend a lot of time at home, so it'll be an experience. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I will be homesick because I feel like I'm gonna be in the bed. I've already imagined this, but like I kind of like try to like ignore it. I'm gonna be in the bed and I'm gonna be like, dang, like it would be nice to like talk to my family right now.
Yeah.
But like I can FaceTime you.
Yeah.
So
You'll get over it.
Kids these days are so spoiled.
no, but like I feel like if I want to just embrace it and have no regrets, so that
Yeah.
when I come back, because
Yeah.
I'm going to college close for the first few years, and then hopefully transferring, like that, I want to just embrace it and like it's temporary. It's not like I'm going down there for like ever.
Yeah.
You know,
Unless I
it's
don't
just
learn Spanish.
you don't even know how spoiled you are. I mean, even probably it would have been 17 years ago. Sarah and I went to Europe together for our 1-year anniversary, and to be able to call home, we had to go get a calling card. We had to pay for minutes, and then go to a phone booth.
That's not spoiled though. That's blessed. Spoiled is me not knowing my blessings.
Spoiled is picking up.
Oh,
Spoiled is picking up your
Right,
cell phone and FaceTiming for free whenever you want. Nice try. You just because you act like you burned me doesn't mean you did.
Oh.
You're just like your mother.
If I didn't burn you, you wouldn't have reacted the way
You know what you're
You would be
missing?
more chill, you'd be like,
You're
okay,
missing
cool.
yelling. Thank you.
It would make me look more
Thank
dumb
you.
if you just kind of let it go.
I got it. This is. I want to say hello again to my sons, Matthias and Teddy. Love you boys. They're hanging out with Grandma in Minnesota. Be good. See you soon, buddies.
Did you give your kids a speech before you dropped them off at their grandparents' house?
No.
Like,
No speech.
I don't need to give a lecture.
Like, nothing like along the lines of, if I get any stories back, like, you guys are.
What is your
deep
dad?
trouble.
Give him the speech before we go. What would be your dad's speech? He's about to drop him off at Nan and Papa's house.
He was like, you guys know how to be. We always are like, or we're not bad kids. So like usually people give us like good. They like the people when my dad comes fix us up. They're like, oh, your kids were so nice and everything.
Well,
My
the
dad looks
Neville's
at them-
kids are sinless.
He was no, I'm not saying that.
No, what he thinks they're gonna
But
do.
my dad looks at the people like they're lying. Like we
So
were
he-
actually doing stuff wrong.
So he'll tell him stuff
Like,
like,
we
I
paid the
better
person
get
that's
no
watching.
stories back. I better, yeah, dude, they get
like he's like no hopping around, no arguing, no like fighting.
He also doesn't let you get in the hot tub because it's too hot outside.
Remember
Oh
that?
my God.
You remember that?
He comes up with so many stories that just like I was just like, why? Like he was like, Isaiah, don't step on that brick because if it turns the right way to the 90-degree angle, like it's just like things that are just so small.